amigos del Tito Amor, estamos aquí con Genshin Impact en esta misión en la que teníamos que apagar el extractor después de que hicimos, que peleamos un poquito contra los guardias y tal. Entramos en el robot. Pues nada, no se me ha enganchado con el rayo y ha muerto. También yo no he abierto las alas, que lo podía haber hecho. Y Moria muerta una vez más. Bueno, ¿qué tal estáis? Espero que estéis genial. Ya sabéis lo que os digo siempre, que si os está gustando os podéis parar un instante para dejarme like, comentarios, suscribiros al canal, darle a la campanita, etcétera. Bueno, parece que lo hemos apagado. Vemos que ya no sufrirá más. Y ahora sí, sal de las ruinas. De las ruinas. Arriba 76 metros. Pues vámonos. De estas ruinas ruinosas. Habla con Araricán. Estará afuera, supongo, ¿no? Bueno, pues otra misión completation. Otra misión completada. Vamos a ver qué opciones hay ahora. Esto es la caza de tesoros, que la haré yo fuera de cámara porque no tiene mucho interés de ver. Es simplemente resolver tres desafíos. Uno de vencer a monstruos, otro de coger energía dispersa por todas partes y otro de no sé qué. O sea que no tiene... Pero no era eso lo que yo quería mirar las misiones. Un rayo de esperanza, deseos entramados, legado de Orobashi. Este fue el que empezamos, ¿no? El legado de Orobashi, este fue el de... A través de la niebla. ¿Y este cuál es? Habla con Kama. Ah. Bueno, pues yo qué sé. Es que el de los retoños estos, macho, B de aventura con los Ararashi. Pero este, lo que es que se te abre esto. Nuevo. En la montaña de banca te encuentras. Eso es todo lo que hemos hecho ahora. Aquí lejos tienen que ser esas cosas sucias. Según parece Erika, así que. Marana. Inviertes una fortuna en el núcleo del guardián de las ruinas para obtener el dispositivo. Ve a verlo cuando puedas. Pues es que yo no sé muy bien cómo seguir esta misión. Obtén los frutos completado, encuentra a los hermanos completado, organiza el festival Utsava. ¿Pero cómo se hace eso? Es lo que me gustaría saber. Melodías muy bonitas. Bueno, me voy a centrar entonces en otras cosas. Ya lo averiguaré yo, y cuando lo averigüe ya lo haremos. Ya lo vamos a estar wasting time here. Entonces, vamos a hacer, por ejemplo, pues me da igual. Vamos a hacer, por ejemplo, esta, un rayo de esperanza. Visita a la pareja de ancianos y pídeles ayuda.
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into Inazuma.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all the...
Oh, before I forget...
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next heir of Naganahara.
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that. It's bad luck.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down to get started...
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
No. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest in our home. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks, and then we'll continue our conversation.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. But once that's out of the way, I'll be sure to come by more often. It's no trouble, really.
Oh, you're such good kids. As for mine, if you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some pickled
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid... That should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. One day, I'll be as great as we...
Nos va a quedar complejo de recaderas.
Hey, Satoru. How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're...
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family bit we sold some fireworks to Liu a while back, and word is they were a...
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke? If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask.
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow, thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, would you believe? But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff and I couldn't get enough of it. It's a family...
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but being close to family is better than never getting to see them. Even if it does mean putting up with... Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship.
Huh, they didn't seem that way to me. I think they're just used to it. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way they...
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in Konda Village. Is welcome here.
Thank you! Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
That was quick.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom.
Speaking of youth, do you know what?
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go by.
50 years since what? Some important day?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was hopelessly smitten.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganahara fire. To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was doing. Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still... But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw her eyes twinkling in the light of the... Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, it's no time at all. But 50 years of being together? Now that is something worth commemorating.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy fireworks just for you.
Oh no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days.
Ah, what a great relationship they have.
enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about, but...
Sakujiro. So he came back.
Huh? You know him?
He was our boy's best friend when they were young. They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared everything with each... But one day, they had a
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, and wanted to see what the outside... But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with... You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about...
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but he didn't want to talk. Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined...
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke. And I'm sure he... But since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can get...
What a strange coincidence. I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes, and now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do. Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryou Commission's most wanted list. Well, no worries. If that's the case, then never mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you. This...
Yes. It'd be so nice if they could go back to the way things were.
I think after all these years, they ought to let go of their grudges.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryou Commission came by.
Huh? Why? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro was inside. Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window. The Tenryou Commission wasn't able to capture him.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time to make his mind up. Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him. Good point. Names. Reading names. Suddenly, the Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at... I wish I'd caught their names.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the... I think their leader's name was Keisuke. Just
as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even... We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them down.
Bueno, pues... Misión completa. Misión completa, misión completa, misión completa. Ah, vamos a ver. Vamos a cambiar, vamos a hacer otra. Tira, ta, tira, ta, tira, ta, tiro. Vamos a hacer esta, el legado de Orobashi, parte 3. ¿Dónde está esto? Aquí. Espera, este creo que se puede... No se puede, no. Aquí. Aquí mismo.
the show...
Sí, porque dije que iba a tocar todos los teletransportes, pero no los he tocado. Siempre lo digo, nunca lo hago. Luego, afuera de cámara, cuando Inazuma. Vale. Cuando... me vaya a hacer la misión esa de los tesoros, me haré los teletransportes de esta ciudad, de esta isla, para tenerlos ya listos. Hostia, ¿esto qué es? A lo mejor hay que entrar aquí en la mina esta, ¿no? A ver, 218 metros. ¿Esto qué es? No. Esto no. Por aquí es por donde... Esto es lo que hicimos últimamente. Ah, fuera, 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 fuera. Fuera, 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 fuera.
Let's dance.
Bueno.
Race you.
La Moria, la pobre, siempre está... falta de vida, macho. Altar. Pues no sé.
Let the show begin.
Tenemos que subir para el teletransporte. Solo había un cofre. Pero bueno. Esperadme un segundo porque solo... voy a subir el arma de Xiangling al 50 y quiero ver los materiales que necesito para ascenderla, por si puedo ir hoy a las estancias o mañana o cuando, por saberlo. Entonces, me vais a perdonar un segundín que voy a hacer esto. Vale. Y entonces ahora, para ascender, hacen falta... vale, porque esto se compra, creo que... Material de extensión de arma, esto se compra con polvo estelar, se canjea. Y esto, igual, con polvo estelar, pero hechizado. Pero esto, 3 de 6... Martes, viernes y domingo. Hoy es lunes. Perdigones de mercurio. O sea, mañana, vale. Mañana iré a ascender este arma. Bueno, pues ya podemos seguir. ¿Dónde estaba esto que estamos buscando? Allí.
Let's dance. me! Whoa! feel like running.